Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Completion Day is always a euphoric moment to all of us, for it marks the culmination of the educational journey of our students. And despite of the pandemic that we are experiencing right now, still, the focal aspiration of the Pindangan National High School is to conduct such recognition to our learners as well as their parents for all the hard work that they have undergone all throughout the school year. Today, another history slowly unfolds as we come to an end of the school year. It's been almost 10 months that we have witnessed how these little lads and lasses prove their worth to become a member of this year's completing batch. So without much ado, we welcome you to the 5th completion rites of the Pindangan National High School with the team Sulong Edukalidad championing the nation's future. The General Program. The special messages.
Congratulations to the PNSS completers. I know you are very excited to have your completion. It must be a proud moment for you, despite of the pandemic that we have been experiencing. My dear completers, this is just the beginning. You are a star in the making. Shine on! Your PNSS family believes that you can fly. Spread your wings and soar high in order to achieve your dreams. There's a lot of adventure that awaits you after this completion. Let me remind you that the journey of life brings twists, challenges, and chances. May you carry enough courage and determination to snatch the chances and beat the challenges. The chance to have been born to live normally for the past decade, along in gaining wisdom to cope up every challenges the world may bring. May the entire humanity remain strong, with a sincere faith to God who gave us the life to live today. The world may change, but never let go the Filipino values passed to us by our forefathers. From generation to the other, which form part of our lives in the new normal world. Make your alma mater proud again. My warmest congratulations, Batch 2020.
Sense of self-respect. Take pride of what you have achieved and be confident to shout out to the whole world would know that you have made another milestone towards the future, a far better future. But a sense of pride ain't gonna cut. It's not about the intelligence that you have acquired in the past that will boost your journey into the great unknown. It is all about the right attitude. This may seem a little out of place, but this is the most important thing a person should have. It is the inner drive of each individual which dictates the pace of his or her development on the basis of personal and social perspectives. This simply means that without these, it would be very difficult to identify your next step. What will be your next move? Completing something does not end there. It opens another path for you to tread upon. It is a brand new adventure towards your goals in life. Remember that in every endeavor, it is not about the intelligence that solves every problem. Intelligence will get you there, but the question is, how? It's like having a car but you don't have the capability to drive it. What good is a car if you don't know how to use it? And what good is intelligence if you don't know how to wield it? The answer is quite simple. Know and practice the right attitude which is best suited to take that next step. Congratulations, dear completers. Aim high and hit that mark.
The youth are the hope of our nation. The school year 2019 to 2020 has ended. We must shout for joy and felicitation of our achievements. To our school administrators, the teaching and non-teaching staff, congratulations for a job well done. We are the champions in our everyday work. We must believe that we have well performed the responsibilities and obligations that lies within our shoulders. We fought our daily battles as we struggled to survive the hardships of our profession. We have performed an honest rendition of our duties, that is, to touch lives, to make an inspiration, and to develop a motivation to face life's challenges. We have championed the battle of illiteracy as we mentored and taught our nation's future, our learners, our children, and our future leaders. To our parents, you have played a vital role of your children's educational journey. Parents are the first teachers who have advanced the learning of a learner before a child enters the school's four-walled classroom. You have trained and moved forward to face the battle of education. You are their source of unconditional love, compassion, and dedication. You have shown them the will to fight and conquer every battle on the hardship of education. You are their support and an ally. Be proud, be optimistic, be enthusiastic, for you are the light that shines in them. Now that the school year have ended, continue to be the source of inspiration and motivation to build a stronghold, just like a brick that completes the wall to build a castle. Together with our department, teachers, and you, your parents, we must work together to build this nation's future generation. Let us continue to fight the battle as we step forward in the delivery of efficient, effective, and quality education among our learners, our children, and our future leaders. To our learners, the achievers, completers, the battle for your secondary school journey have ended, but the battle in the journey of life will continue. As wonder closes in front of you, turn around. A door has been opened behind you. The learnings you have acquired may have changed your life, a change that lifts the spirit to yearn for more wisdom. Always remember that the journey of life will never end. Life is a challenge, life is a process, and life is a journey. Another chapter of your book has ended. Turn the next page so that you can continue to write your life story. Your journey continues. Face it with a delightful mind, a heart full of hopes, and a hand full of courage. Dream, believe, move forward. Remember that your best year is yet come. You are the champions of our nation's future, our learners, our children, and our future leaders. We must work hand in hand, fight alongside with one another as we advance and step forward for the next school year. There are a lot of things to be unveiled, and so we must be ready, we must be prepared, and we must be brave to face the challenges of our next journey, our next battle. Sulong Edukalidad, a life full of champions. Again, congratulations and may the Lord bless us all. I am Himbaradin C. Karahay, your guest of honor and speaker.
To our beloved Principal, Mr. Winnie M. Dumlao, honored guests, teachers, fellow completers, good day. We are gathered virtually to celebrate our completion ceremony. To all fellow completers present here today, Let us commend ourselves for the hard work we put in reaching what we have achieved today. I would like to thank those who work hard to put our completion ceremony and realization through this virtual tribute. We understand that this is the best option as of this moment to celebrate this momentous event. Our completion is more memorable because you have spent time and effort to ensure that we will have a meaningful ceremony, despite the pandemic that we are facing. Thank you, dear teachers, for the knowledge and the lesson you shared with us. Thank you, dear parents, for working hard to give us good education. And most of all, thank you, God, for all your blessings. Classmates, fellow completers, I wish you all good luck for the years in our lives. Again, good day and welcome to the completion ceremony of Pindangan National High School for the school year 2019-2020.
I just wanted to express my gratitude to the people who stayed beside me all throughout my journey. First of all, God, thank you for giving me life and happiness, for guiding me in the right path of peace and salvation. Thank you, God, for all your blessings to me and my family, for the strength you give me each day, and for all the people around me who make my life more meaningful. Thank you also, my dear parents. I love you both a lot and appreciate your effort and love in bringing me up to be a better individual. I am much lucky to have you both as my parents and thank God for giving me you. Thank you also to my supportive friends. We've had our ups and downs, but in the end, you'll always be my best friends. I would not change anything about you, although sometimes you piss me off. Thank you for being by my side no matter what. I also want to thank all of the teachers of Pindangan National High School from teaching and non-teaching force, especially to my grade 10 subject teachers, Sir Ju Luis Rubiso, Sir Denver Uligan, Ma'am Michelle Milican, Ma'am Rose Guangco, Sir Julie Manzano, Ma'am Faustina, Sir Carlo, and to my advisor, Ma'am Sheila Mani Jimenez. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and experience with me. Thank you for giving me the chance to fulfill my potential here. I thank you so much for being such a wonderful teacher and friend. I gleaned so much important knowledge about life in general from you. I'm a better person for knowing you. Congratulations, Batch 2019-2020. Mabuhay Pindangan National High School. Thank you and God bless us all.
Pledge of Loyalty. As a completer, I shall uphold my certificate and promise that it shall suffer no harm in my possession. I shall see to it that my conduct and deeds bring glory and honor to my alma mater, wherever I do and wherever I go. I shall faithfully uphold, to the best of my ability, the ideals for which the Pindangan National High School stands: loyalty, cooperation, scholarship, good fellowship, good sportsmanship, and efficient service. So help me God.
To our distinguished guest of honor and speaker, our diligent Municipal Mayor, Honorable Jojo B. Callejo, our very approachable Vice Mayor, Honorable Rodolfo C. Rusquita, our respective Sangguniang Bayan members, our industrious and supportive PTA President, my Papa, Barangay Kagawad Arnold P. Torres, our fatherly and very supportive Principal, Mr. Winnie M. Dumlao, our able Senior High School Assistant Principal, Mr. Reynaldo M. Copales, to the competent head teachers of the different departments, Ma'am Margarita T. Agonoy of the English Department, Ma'am Dina E. Jimeno of the MAPI Department, Mr. Constantino E. Castañeda of the Mathematics Department, Mr. Bernardo Barlaan of the Aralin Kalipunan Department, Ma'am Myra Verzosa of the Filipino Department, Ma'am Himaridin C. Karahay of the TLE Department, the hard-working teachers, proud parents, visitors, friends, and my fellow completers, good afternoon. I'm sure that this precise moment is what we've been waiting for. This catastrophic phenomenon will not hamper this remarkable day because we believe that God will protect us. Well, I could just finally say, we did it, guys. We all accomplished one of the major early milestones of our lives, our completion day. This is considered a major step in the journey of our lives, one that should be recognized and be remembered for its immense significance. It is not only of personal commitment, but also one of pride. We all exerted much effort to get to this far, and fortunately, our hard work did not go to waste. Hashtag throwback. In 2015, when I entered the portals of this school with full of expectations and excitements, I kept on asking myself, why am I feeling this? And I'm also certain with the answer. That is because my mother is a teacher here, and she is always keeps on reminding me to be a good and respectful student. Why am I excited? I've heard a lot of good things about high school life. They say it's really different. But I've never imagined that it would be full of twists and turns. That the road that I'm about to take is the one that has obstacles and missed exits, potholes and roadblocks. Yes, our junior high school life had been so challenging to us. No doubt about it. But I'm definitely proud that I had such an experience. I feel privileged that God led me to the good people around me. Firstly, I would like to express my gratitude to my parents, Mr. Arnold P. Torres and Mrs. Jonathan C. Torres, for their support, guidance, and unconditional love. Thank you for providing our needs and wants. Not all, but still enough. I will be forever grateful to be your daughter. I may not be as responsible as you are at home, but don't worry, I'll try harder enough. I really appreciate all your efforts, particularly when Mama is busy with her paperwork, and Papa is also busy in the farm, and for being a public servant. I'm blessed and proud to have both of you. Sorry sa mga moment na pasaway ako minsan na nagpapainis sa ulo niyo. I love you, my multitasking parents. I will always do my best to make you proud, no matter what it takes. To my loving Tita Arlene from Canada, even if you are not here, thank you for all the things you have given me, and also for continuously helping the family. Even Inang Carmen is already gone. And for the pieces of advice that you've imparted, thank you, Tita. To my mami to, thank you for the love. Don't worry, I will be a shoulder to lean on and ready to listen to your sentiments. I promise to take care of you when you grow old. To my dada, thank you so much for always driving to send me to school. Thank you for taking care of us unconditionally. Kasi ikaw na minsan nagbibigay ng mga bagay na gusto ko, kayo ni Ate Lani. I'll promise that soon, I will treat you. Hindi na lang laging paghilot ko sa'yo yung pasasalamat ko tuwing may masakit sa'yo. To all my other titas, titos there, I'm truly happy and thankful to all of you. Dear teachers, thank you for all the lessons you have imparted us, even if we're so stubborn in your class. Still, you're standing straight in front, smiling genuinely, giving the best that you can just to teach us. In behalf of the great Ten Cassiopeia, our sincere apologies for causing you all so much headaches for being naughty in class, for leaving the classroom without any permissions just to buy snacks, and most importantly, sorry for being 15 or 30 minutes late. Thank you, dear teachers. We will never forget the love and patience you have shown us. Sa mga head teachers na laging sumusuporta sa lahat ng school activities at namlilibre tuwing contest, sobrang thankful po kami. To our advisor, we're so thankful kasi kahit sukong-sukukan na sa ugali namin, nandyan ka pa rin. For all the special occasions that you were not present, you always felt sorry for that, na wala na naman kaming nanay na kasama, but you always transforms as video, that you find ways to bond with us. We love you, Ma'am. To the action man of this learning institution, Sir Winnie Dumlao, you served as our model in searching for excellence and good leadership. I salute you. Thank you for everything, sir. To all my friends out there, Kayan, Colleen, Nadine, Mika, and Carla, we started to build our friendship since 2010. We grew up together. Thank you for all the memories and the laughter we've shared, and I'm looking forward for more bonding. No one can replace you in my heart. Thank you for always cheering me up during the times that I almost give up. You made me a happy person. I hope someday that we will not treat each other as strangers, because that would scare me most. To my fellow completers, from this day forward, let us make each decision with our best interests in mind. No matter what strand we choose in our senior high school years, let us believe in ourselves, so that we may reach our goals and fulfill our dreams. Because we were molded as proud PE nations. Let us be the best that we can be, so that we may fill our lives and the lives of those closest to us with happiness and with pride. We've already taken the first step by making it to this ceremony today. Now, it's time to take the next steps in the journey that is our lives and begin to build our futures. Thank you and congratulations, Class 2020!
And here are the proud completers of Pindangan National High School, Junior High School, school year 2019-2020. Under the advisory of Mrs. Joy A. Versosa, Grade 10, Cassiopeia.
Jetso G. Aling, with honors, academic excellence in mathematics. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Fernando Aling. Joshua M. Aquino. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Jojo Aquino. Shahir Lee P. Barog, DLC Loyalty Award. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Sandy Barog. Justin Dave P. De La Cruz. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Juanito De La Cruz. John Paul G. Ferrer. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Rogelio C. Ferrer. Jack Lawrence N. Galliano. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Juan Galliano Jr. Mark Lawrence S. Galliano, with honors, Certificate of Merit in Journalism. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Victor Galliano. Prince Joseph E. Hanini, DLC Loyalty Awardee. Parent, Mrs. Dinah E. Hanini. Aldrin B. Hermitani, with honors, Award of Merit in Journalism, Corps Commander of the Year. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Anthony Hermitani. Aaron J. V. Mabala, with honors. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. J. Mabala. Castor Troy J. Mayo, with honors, Certificate of Merit in Journalism. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Loreto Mayo. Benedict L. Mejia. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Hipólito Mejia. Dave Joshua A. Palileo, with honors. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Danilo Palileo. Aldrin Lloyd H. Pasco, with honors. Athlete of the Year, DLC Loyalty Award. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Alfonso Pasco Jr. Glendale E. Kines, with honors, Certificate of Merit in Journalism. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Randeville Kines. Paul T. Templonueva. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Vito Templonueva. Mark Paul R. Tarns, with honors. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Mar Tarns.
Angel Kate C. Acepes, parents, Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan Aceves. Ayla Dayan D. Ambrosio with honors, Certificate of Merit in Journalism, parents, Mr. and Mrs. Darwin Ambrosio. Colleen T. Aquino with honors, Loyalty Award in Girl Scout of the Philippines, Provincial and Division Awardee in Girl Scout of the Philippines, DLC Loyalty Awardee, parents, Mr. and Mrs. Leopoldo Aquino. Jacqueline R. Bangkod, parents, Mr. and Mrs. Judy Bangkod. Stephanie P. Bautista with honors, parents, Mr. and Mrs. Alfredo Bautista. Elizabeth C. Caragan with honors, parents, Mr. and Mrs. Edgardo Caragan. Joanna Carla B. De La Cruz with honors, Provincial and Division Awardee in Girl Scout of the Philippines. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Julius De La Cruz. Micaela G. Encarnado with honors, Loyalty Award in Girl Scout of the Philippines, Provincial and Division Awardee in Girl Scout of the Philippines, DLC Loyalty Awardee, parents, Mr. and Mrs. Ogie and Ruby Encarnado. Jalaika M. Itorma, parents, Mr. and Mrs. Mario Itorma. Kayan G. Kalugdan with honors, Award of Merit in Journalism, Loyalty Award in Girl Scout of the Philippines, parents, Mr. and Mrs. Roderick Kalugdan. Jenebel E. Parinas, parents, Mr. and Mrs. J.V. Parinas. Jaira C. Torres with high honors, Academic Excellence in English, Science, Filipino, Araling Panlipunan, ESE, Outstanding Performance in TLE, Kukiri, Outstanding Performance in MAPE, Loyalty Award in Girl Scout of the Philippines, Provincial and Division Awardee in Girl Scout of the Philippines, Division Awardee in Mathematics, DLC Loyalty Awardee, Leadership Award, Division Awardee 4th Place Docu Kalikasan, Certificate of Merit in Journalism. Parents, Kagawad and Mrs. Arnold T. Torres. Lenra Nalico C. Ubaldo, parents, Mr. and Mrs. Arnel Ubaldo Sr. Katrina Nadine T. Valdez with honors, Loyalty Award in Girl Scout of the Philippines, Provincial and Division Awardee in Girl Scout of the Philippines, DLC Loyalty Awardee, parents, Mr. and Mrs. Edward A. Valdez. Under the advisory of Miss Sheila Marie L. Jimenez, Grade 10, Andromeda.
Anilov and Albino with high honors, Academic Excellence in English, Science, Filipino, Araling Panlipunan and Mathematics, Award of Merit in Journalism, Outstanding Performance in PLE Cookery, Outstanding Performance in MAPE, Municipal Awardee, First place Nutrition Month Celebration Essay Making Contest. Division Awardee. Ninth place Math Jingle Contest. Division Awardee. Fourth place Docu Kalikasan. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Noel A. Albino. Louis J. P. Balano. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Arturo M. Balano. Denmark Joseph F. Castillo. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Rogelio P. Castillo Jr. John Trix E. Catalan. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Teodoro A. Catalan. Wilfredo B. de la Umbria. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Fernando B. de la Umbria. John Ray H. Elioraza. Parent, Mrs. Marilu H. Elioraza. Christian F. Juanitez. Parent, Mrs. Dante G. Juanitez. Giovanni M. Macarilla. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Joel R. Macarilla. Robel R. Manipon Jr. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Robel C. Manipon Sr. Crisanto D. Mayo Jr. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Crisanto C. Mayo Sr. Jericho B. Mayo. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Jimmy T. Mayo. Robert B. Nario. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Agustin M. Nario Jr. Henry C. Panelo. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Federico S. Panelo. Rainier Ray D. Peralta. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Rodrigo D. Peralta. Eugene C. Perez Jr. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Eugene P. Perez Sr. Ricky Boy Sabilino. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Renato C. Mayo. Christian R. Valdez. Parent, Mrs. Elizabeth R. Valdez.
Bernadette M. Agdipa. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Bernardo Agdipa Jr. Rose Ann M. Awingan with Honors. Loyalty Award in Girl Scout of the Philippines. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Victor L. Awingan. Nicole A. Cabingas. Loyalty Award in Girl Scout of the Philippines. Division Awardee, 9th place Math Jingle Contest. Group Category. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Alex C. Cabingas. Mika Angel J. Castro. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Alfredo Castro. Nolian M. Espirito with Honors. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Noli P. Espirito. Dimple Ann C. Frias. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Demetrio Frias Jr. Jimberlin L. Galera. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Tomasito C. Galera. Mariel S. Gallieno. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Mario Q. Gallieno. Christine C. Gonzalez. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Julito M. Gonzalez. Nika C. Gutierrez. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Jose Gutierrez. Maria Rizalin T. Langit with honors. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Reynaldo I. Langit. Laika May M. Larioza. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Cardito J. Larioza Jr. Rachel L. Licos. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Ramil A. Licos. Valerie P. Orga with honors. Outstanding performance in TLE Food and Beverage Services. Parent, Mrs. Gemma P. Orga. Eliza C. Pendog, DLC Loyalty Awardee, Loyalty Award in Girl Scout of the Philippines. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Leonardo Pendog. Donna O. Pendog with honors. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Renato D. Pendog. Jambiro C. Cabiso. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Jonathan C. Ramos. Under the advisory of Mr. John Denver B. Oligan, Grade 10, Orion.
Justin Manuel M. Agsaway. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Mariano L. Agsaway Jr. John Vincent S. Barcel. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Romulo B. Barcel. Christian J. Bauzon. Parent, Mrs. Ma Magdalena J. Bauzon. Ferdinand P. Viala. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Federico E. Viala. John Paul D. Cabonitalia. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Elilio R. Cabonitalia. RJ Ring R. Castro. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Arthur Castro. Dexter F. Dado, with high honors. Academic excellence in mathematics, English, science, and Filipino. Outstanding performer in Arts of the Year. Outstanding performance in TLE Cookery. Division Science Quest Awardee. 4th place, Tokyo Kalikasan. Certificate of Merit in Journalism. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Rolly Dado. Aldrin S. Dizon. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Alan C. Dizon. Riomel B. Estrellado. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Ruel P. Estrellado. Erickson Q. Mayo. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Frederick M. Mayo. Wingy S. Oxona. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Jimmy Oxona. Margin Q. Paragas. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Romualdo B. Paragas Jr. Johnson G. Pukis. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Georgie S. Pukis. Jenard C. Pragata. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Bernard P. Pragata. Stanley S. Retuta. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Henry P. Retuta. Marco Y. Soriano. Parent, Mrs. Mary Ann Elarde. Jepniel C. Tipan, with honors. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Stephen C. Tipan. RJ M. Vigilla. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Romeo S. Vigilla.
Noveline T. Aranda with honors. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Oscar M. Aranda. Jezreel Lu C. Balagot, Loyalty Award in Girl Scout of the Philippines. Parent, Mrs. Glyza Joy Balagot. Diana Valerie N. Bautista. Parent, Miss Daisy N. Bautista. Marcy C. Bernido with honors. Parent, Mr. and Mrs. Benjamin F. Bernido Jr. Eliza S. Cabingas. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Joselito V. Cabingas. Cristoline T. Cabonitalia with honors. Outstanding Performer in Arts of the Year, Outstanding Performance in TLE Food and Beverage Services, Loyalty Awards in Girl Scout of the Philippines. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Cesar H. Cabonitalia. Daniela D. Catalan with honors. Certificate of Merit in Journalism. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Danilo A. Catalan. Melanie B. Idos. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Sunny A. Idos. Shanchay Marie B. Mayo. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Mario C. Mayo. Katlea May C. Mejia with honors. Loyalty Award in Girl Scout of the Philippines, Division Awardee 9th Place Math Jingle Contest Group Category. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Reynaldo Mejia. Rosaline J. Mejia with honors. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Reynaldo Q. Mejia. Ethel Kate M. Kitan. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Oliver C. Kitan. Kimberly C. Riego. Parent, Miss Adela C. Riego. Cheryl A. Torma. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Jesus M. Torma. Erica Dayan D. Torres with honors. Loyalty Award in Girl Scout of the Philippines. Parents, Mr. and Mrs. Kenneth D. Torres.
Let me share you these words of wisdom from Alfred Moshe. What we learn with pleasure, we never forget. Congratulations, Batch 2020!
Listen, everyone, the time will come when all of us say goodbye. Feel that aching in your heart, leaving you broken inside. But we're never really gone, as long as there's a memory in your mind. So now go do the best things in life. Take a bite of this world while you can. Make the most of the rest of your life. Make a ride of this world while you can. Take the ones you love and hold them close, because there is little time. And don't let it break your heart